this prevailing uncertain time, like everybody else, even I was going through a tough time in dentistry as well as in personal life. I am sure that the situation must be the same for many. I have always known that speaking to a senior or a mentor who is experienced person will always change our mental outlook. So that's when the name of this person popped in my mind, and I thought of doing conversation with him, framed a few questions, and sent it to him. He could have easily said no, but I must really confess that this gem of a person promptly said yes, and that too with enthusiasm. So if you're a dentist, a doctor, a student, and feeling a bit low, agitated, anxious of the current situation, trust me, this man and this video is definitely for you. Watch it till the very end. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Today I have a very special guest who does not need any formal introduction. The Master of Practice Management. It's my honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Manish Sirs. Sir, a warm welcome and thank you for being kind enough and accepting our request.
Thank you, Ravi, and very grateful for the invitation and pleasure to be here and helping anyone listening to this. Thank you.
So before we begin, how are you and everybody around you doing?
Very fortunately, England went through a big turmoil last year, but after February, March 2021, we have started settling down, and we are hoping for a complete opening up of the country somewhere in June, but we are not sure. So at the moment, I'm going to say we are all sort of safe. Vaccination programs have happened. Fingers crossed, we are trying to manage all the regulations. So yeah, thank you.
Good to hear that. Okay, so let us start the show without further ado. I'll directly dive into the questions. I know the viewers are going to get a lot of gold nuggets, and this interview might change the direction how they see the situation.
Thank you. Let's hope so.
Okay, my first question, most craved question. It is COVID time. Very tough and uncertain time for all, including dentists. Few of the dental practitioners, they've closed their practice. Few are on the verge of closing. Many in dilemma. What should be the mindset during this hardship?
Sure. I think, as always, there are 3 or 4 things which are very, very important for any individual or professional or a business person. And the first thing is security, which means that are we safe enough health-wise, physical, mental, financial. So there are various aspects where we need to be safe. And I think it's a call every dentist has to take as per their situation or their needs at this point of time. So one solution doesn't fit all. And my recommendation is that if there are other skills, if there are other sources for safety, and I'm going to use the word safety in sense of financial safety and health safety, some are vulnerable. They have a lot of medical conditions. They are under steroids. And maybe this is a very difficult time for them to be exposed in the dental world because we are at the highest risk category. So I think for them, they have to be more conscious and cautious of where they want to be in this situation for a brief period of time. Mindset wise, I'm going to say that we do not have much choice. Okay. The problem is there is something called as fear and there is something called as death by fear. So if we are going to just be fearful, anxious, worried, that's not going to help anyways. So we need to be just out there positively looking at things to say, if there are regulations, they are meant to be for certain things. Instead of cribbing about it, embrace them and just work with them. Be kind to people because a lot of people are going through a lot of difficulties. That's very, very important. And positively try and look at things to say this is not going to last forever. Pandemics have happened before. People have moved on. We have lost lives, and we are currently losing lives, and we could be one of them. You don't know. I'm doing this interview today, and there can be moments in the future. But the positivity is that if we are going ahead every day with a mind which is looking forward to help each other and looking forward to actually pass through this, then our energy levels are going to be high. So it's not rocket science about it, but to actually build yourself for that kind of positivity is very, very important. And being with each other, being kind to other people is very, very important at this stage. So look after your safety. And then financial safety is the biggest aspect at the moment for dentists, especially in India, as I hear as we speak. 1st of June, I think today, 2021, as we record this video, I think it is a crucial situation there where income source and where is the financial safety coming from is going to be a big question. Obviously, everyone has to find their own way forward. Where are the revenue streams? And I have done a lecture on this, the ABC, which means A means what are your assets and what kind of assets can you actually use, which are tangible, which can give you cash. Then use that if money is a problem. What is the B for business, which means your revenue stream? Can you go to work? Can you treat a few patients? Can you do some kind of basic earning? Focus on that. And the C, which is actual physical cash. So if you have some storage of cash, which is liquid cash to use for survival, then make sure that you use that in sensible terms for personal survival and family survival. So there are various aspects, and I don't know how much I've digressed from your question, but mindset, very, very important. Sensible thinking, very, very important. And actually using your own resources, which are actually available in these tough times, very, very thoughtfully. I think that should be the way forward.
Amazing,
Okay.
amazing. Very precisely and very nicely said, right to the point. I must really confess this. We will move on to our next question. So, post-pandemic, a fresh start entirely for all, and definitely for dentists as well. So, at dental clinics, patients are looking for a good hygiene, proper schedule appointments, a very promising interdisciplinary approach. Now, when safety and decent work is the real requirement, how do you say this? Is it a boon or a curse to dentists? And
No. Absolutely, it is a blessing. And for COVID times, what I have realized is 2-3 aspects have become more prominent. And one aspect is time. COVID has slowed down dentistry, and slow dentistry is the key. So if people who are out there looking after 50, 60 patients a day, rushing, running on a treadmill, it's a very clear signal. Embrace the new change, because slow dentistry is the future. Do 6 or 7 patients a day, do it proper, do it with good amount of time in hand, and do not rush. So that's number one. Second is health and safety has been taken to the next level. And I don't think we should just dilute it once COVID is done, because it is giving us even more kind of infection control procedures with hand sanitization, washing hands, safe distancing, wear of protective equipment, etc. And I don't think we should lower the levels anyways, because pandemic has happened once in our lifetime now, and it can repeat. So interdisciplinary approach, working with 600 dentistry, team efforts, social distancing, using your time effectively for the correct number of patients, those should be the prime things. And that not only enhances your quality of dentistry, but it also positions you as the best practice, where people look at you like, if I want real quality and stuff, I want to go to say Dental Concepts, because they are making sure we are being looked after. People are getting more conscious. People are getting more stringent on selection of a dental practice, and it's a good time to step up and just stay there 100%.
Amazing. Flow dentistry is what I believe you rightly said we must focus upon. It's a win-win situation, definitely for a doctor, for a patient, and everybody related to dental fraternity.
Yes, absolutely.
We move on to our next question. To successfully go through this phase, we all know that one needs a good mindset. So, as per you, what is mental toughness? How significant is this in the personal as well as in dentistry?
So mindset, I have spoken a little bit before in your first question, and I'm probably going to just reflect or retrospect a little bit on what goes through my mind. What is mental toughness? And I think mental toughness comes with a few things like physical and health fitness, basically. So if your physical health is really fit and well, you're exercising, your nutrition is correct, all those things then actually play up on your mindset as well, or how you cope. The mental toughness doesn't come just with mental toughness, your body needs to cope with it. So anybody who's listening to this, and it's a lesson for me, I've taken some steps post COVID, and I've been having a lifestyle which was work. I'm a workaholic and not looking after my health. So I've taken some lessons, and mental toughness actually begins with your own physical fitness. So if that's one lesson. Second lesson is using your time effectively, in a sense that if you're an early riser, say a 5 a.m. club member, then use that time for meditation, breathing, health, focusing and retrospecting on what's happened. Because the more you reflect, the more the amount of experience you have. So I'm at the age 46, and when I do this talk with you, Ravi, and there is a 46 years worth of experience behind me, but I'm listening to my seniors, elders, core family members, and their experience comes to me as well. So if you are a person who is living in solitude, then that is a problem as well. Toughness comes when you are communicating well, when you are asking for help. We are going through terrible tough times. We have lost family members, friends. We get that emotional disturbance very frequently now. Every alternate day there is a news that he passed away, that person passed away, and you're thinking, what's going to happen? And all the time, if you do not communicate. So first thing which I said was your fitness health, physical health. Second was communication. If you're not communicating, if you're not asking for help for your own sanity, then that could be a problem as well. And the third thing, obviously, is your own experience about how to handle things. So mental toughness will build if all these three things are actually accumulating well at your end. And experience is something which teaches you. There is no other big teacher, as always said, than experience. And if you are less with experience, go and ask for that experience from others in the field, be it dentistry or life. There are people around you whom you respect, whom you look up to, and just ask for help. So don't be in solitude. Mental toughness is circumstantial. It is something which you go through every day. And physical tiredness, no communication, not asking for help, trying to stay disappointed and sad. And I was listening to Gaur Gopal Das, who is a great orator and speaker and teacher. And he did a very important statement yesterday when I was listening to this video. And he said, disappointment, sadness is automatic. Happiness is not. Happiness is something which you need to work for. You need to feel positive. To feel dejected is automatic. Something happens to you, you get dejected, you get sad. But for you to feel positive, you to feel happy, you need to choose the moment, and you need to have a choice for the nicer things in life. Because there are lots of things which are happening. What is nice, what is happy is your mental game. Yeah. So people who can see positivity in any adversity as well, those are the people who are winning. So if you're looking at this, if you're thinking through, if you're looking at helping somebody, or you're looking at helping yourself, look at the positive. It is your choice to pull up the positive. It is automatic to have disappointment. That's a key line from yesterday. And I think that's a message for mental toughness. Mental toughness is nothing. It's your choice, and you can make it happen. Okay.
Amazing. Physical fitness, asking for help. Definitely, you said experience. That's what we are getting from you, and looking for positivity. Amazing.
Yeah.
I move on to my next question. Doc, we tend to overwork. Many a times there is always an imbalance. I mean, we hurry up into many procedures. How critical is enjoying your work in dentistry? How do you see
No,
this?
it's very, very important. And as I mentioned previously, slow dentistry is the key and giving the best results. And people who have reached success, and I'm not going to name one, there are many in Indian dentistry, dentistry in the Western world. These people are specialists in something which they honed and worked and worked and worked and reached a stage where they really looked at it and said, yes, now I'm actually working to precision on this kind of aspect. And those people have never rushed to deliver, and they have gone slow dentistry, correct dentistry, and that's obviously the key. There is no doubt about it. So 100% a message. And last week I was reflecting on my own self. I was trying to squeeze in being greedy because I didn't want people to wait and lose interest in us, and I was trying to prioritize them, and I messed up. And that day I thought, what have I done? One day you get this and you think, no, it's best to say no if you can't accommodate, because you are going to disserve them as well as disserve the people who are already booked into your diary. So definitely no rushing, slow dentistry, and focus on the thing which is on your plate. Don't fill up your plate greedily because it doesn't work.
Right, very
Okay.
rightly said. Slow dentistry is the keyword over here. I move on to my next question. Doc, as we know, managing relationships and family time is must. We are mostly, as we said, into lengthy procedures. Also, we address lot many dental emergencies. We are sometimes the last one to reach any family function, and this is probably due to work-life imbalance. What is
Mhm.
work-life balance to you, and what are your tips? Like, how can we accomplish it?
Yeah, a couple of Sundays back, I did a live session on the same thing, and I'm just going to summarize it in 2, 3 lines because I'm sure there are many questions in this interview. A quick bullet point about work-life balance for people who are listening is from my coach and guru, Chris Barrow, here in the UK. I've learned 2 words: time management and priority management. So if I have made it a priority to give time to Dr. Ravi Pandey today, that's how I've done this interview. If Ravi wouldn't have come on my priority, then I wouldn't have been sitting here doing this interview, as simple as that. And then the reason why I was attracted to what Ravi was saying is there are tough times happening. We need to communicate and send messages out which will help people. And I think hit my core. I didn't know who Ravi Pandey was, to be honest. I'm just saying this because I Googled you out once you contacted me. I've left India for 16, 17 years now. So I'm not very much into the Mumbai dentistry other than the coaching things. But I just Googled out, I checked who you are. I knew you were starting this program, which had some core intentions, and that became my priority. So I put it into priority and I'm speaking to you. That's number one. Okay. Work life balance. I don't think there is something called as a work life balance. Yeah. There is never a balance. Yeah. My take is here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. We are living a decade every time, and we have our priorities. What is my priority between 40 to 50 may not be my priority when I'm 60 to 70. Say, for example, work at the moment takes most number of my hours, and family gets little. Will that be the case when I'm 50 and 60? Maybe not. It would have changed. Was it the case when I was 10 to 20? Maybe family time was much more. There was no work. So every time we have a different balance of priorities. And I think work and life is the same unit. We just live it every day. And we just need to prioritize what we want in life. There are a lot of friends who actually work 9 to 4 in the day. After 4 o'clock, they switch off dentistry and they enjoy the other part of their day. Yeah, there are 2 parts of the day. For me, dentistry starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, meetings like this, team meetings, business development, going into clinic and doing clinical dentistry, and I finish at 7 o'clock. Then there is time which is out of dentistry. So at the moment, I'm doing say 60 hours a week for actual profession, and maybe 25 hours for personal things, say for example, other than the other hours we sleep. So priority management for every individual is going to be different. Do we reach for functions late? Then some people do, some people don't. But some people who do, they have made dentistry and the patient their priority for that day. The function is a second priority. That's why they run late. If it's your wedding, Ravi, I don't know if you're married or not, but if it is your wedding day, would you actually do a patient and run late with an emergency, and the priest is now waiting, or Bhaji is waiting to say, "Bhai, aaya nahi ab tak Ravi"? That's not going to happen. Correct? You're going to make a priority to go for your own wedding. So that is exactly what happens in everyone's life. Work-life balance, I don't personally feel it exists. It is a day you live, and it's a decade you live, and your priorities are your priorities, and your priority and my priority are going to differ. So you find a balance where happiness lies for you. You won't be doing that emergency patient if you are not going to get happiness. You are getting the happiness because there were two or three things. The patient was going to give you gratitude to say, "Thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you so much. I'm relieved of my pain." You feel good about it. Yeah, because you got some love and connection and gratitude. And secondly, you're going to get some money. So there is some financial gain as well, which also makes you happy at that point of time. And the function which you reach late, also people look at you and say, "Yaar, tu bahut busy hai, great, thank you for coming." You're getting love again. You're feeling like a superstar. So all three aspects, you're actually winning again. So you have made a priority to do this that way. Nobody is compelling you to do it that way. So I will conclude that it's priority management, not time management. Yeah.
Oh, wow, amazing. I think this was a total new prospect, and this will for sure, this answer is going to be an eye opener for many, I believe, Doc. Right?
Thank you.
I
Thank
move
you.
on to my next question. It's a serious business question. You can say how to be 1% of the 1%. Like, how do you take it beyond success?
Again, success is very subjective, and I'm just going to say, I use the word hashtag beat yesterday. So hashtag beat yesterday means I did a video yesterday on Sunday actually. So you're in a race, you're running a race, yeah. You have started from a starting line 2012 when you started and observed Dr. Sandesh Maekar, and that you're running a race. And you're looking at your competitors, you're looking at a success finish line, and you think, "I want to be there." And after you do 25 years of dentistry, you'll come to a situation, probably like me, to say, as you keep going, as you keep going, as you keep going, there are success milestones. There is nothing called as perfection. It's not going to happen. Success milestones will happen. And at a certain point, you will enjoy that running. You'll keep going, you'll keep going, you'll enjoy. And when you start looking around, you won't see any competition. You'll only see yourself. And that's a beautiful point to reach, where you see, I have beaten my yesterday and I'm better today. And that's the 1% of 1% which you're talking about. Success is indefinite, and it will just carry on till you keep going, because success is subjective. And if you can beat your own yesterday, and you look at yourself running behind and say, "I'm better today. My running strength is better. My speed is great. I'm more balanced. I'm not getting tired. I'm enjoying it." That is success. If you're running and you haven't beaten your yesterday, actually you're falling behind and you're thinking, "I was better." And you see yourself in the front more than at the back. Like you see, "Oh, I was much better in my infection control, much better in my patient communication, much better in my relationship building. And today I'm not." Then if you're not beating your yesterday, you're not defeating your yesterday and going forward, then I think success is being missed. So that's my definition of success. You'll have milestones, and every time you pat your back and you just move on and keep going, because there is nothing called as perfect. Okay.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Rightly said, be your best version indirectly on a daily basis.
Do your best version. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. And then when you finish the journey, because we all will finish a journey, you're lying on a deathbed and you just have those moments to cherish, and you don't regret those moments. You think, "I did my best." Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so my next question, how essential is practice management? Your top three suggestions to have a thriving dental practice.
Yeah. So say, for example, I'm going to use an example here. Do you brush your teeth every day, Ravi?
Definitely, yes. Yes,
Do you do it once or twice a day?
twice a day.
We'll have to give the answer twice a day. Yes, good. So now, visiting a dentist twice a year can be enough, because they will find out the stuff in your teeth and give you an advice. So why do you brush twice a day? That is called as hygiene. We get up, we shave, we brush our teeth, we have a shower, we wear new clothes, we go to work. Yeah, simple. Nobody questions this. There will be some lazy people who don't do it every day, say for example, but hygiene is important. And same is with dentistry. There is a hygiene for every day. When I use the word hygiene in a sense of systems every day, and we haven't been taught those systems in our dental graduation, and we come out as a clinician, but we do not know anything about managing a dental practice or business. And that is where I think there is a daily hygiene which has to be done to be healthy, to be presentable, because by doing brushing, shaving, etc., we are positioning ourselves correct in the real world of every day. We are looking nice, we are feeling confident, we are feeling safe, we are feeling healthy. And practice management is all about positioning, feeling healthy, feeling safe, feeling quality when you actually do things. And to sum up that, practice management is important. And I think there are 5 or 6 pillars. One is communication, because if you can't communicate with your patients, then you can't serve them, because you can't give them the right options and they can't select well. So you have to be a great communicator. Second is you need to have leadership skills to build a team with yourself to actually make things happen, because it's not up to you, it's up to the whole team how your dental business reflects and works. Then you have marketing. Marketing means you need to get that one patient, the second patient, the 150th patient, the 200 patients. So you have to be in a cycle of relationship building to get more work towards you. Otherwise, you'll get stagnated. Yeah. Then you have something called as positioning, which means the patient experience. If the patient experience is poor, the best dentistry you do, they are not going to like it because they remember the experience. So I say they remember how they were treated as a human being before they were treated by the dental treatment. So your patient experience is very, very important. So if you remember these 4 or 5 things about communication, marketing, leadership, patient experience, and very importantly, which is never taught in the dental world, is finance. So I'm not sure when this video will go live, but in 6 days' time, on the 6th of June, Sunday, we are talking about finance on a free program. So the reason I'm talking about that in COVID times is it's very important how money comes in and goes out, and that system is not understood by many dentists. So 80 to 90% businesses fail because money is a problem. So practice management is important. You asked me a question where I can go on for 8 days at a stretch. So I will stop at this one.
Amazing, amazing. Very well said. These pillars will definitely strengthen us and our dental practice. Okay, sir, my next question. What was that one idea that gave birth to life-changing DBM?
Right. So listeners who are here, DBM stands for Dental Business Masters. Ravi has kindly said about DBM. And 2013 actually, a very good friend of mine, Dr. Samir Bandari, who is my business partner in DBM, he came into the UK. I was in the UK for 7-8 years. And he came for a holiday. He was living with us as a family. And then he came to observe the clinics. And then when he looked at the clinics, he said, things are similar in India, but systems wise, this is beautiful. So he took out some systems and policies. I gave him some paperwork, showed him what to do, etc. He went back and he started implementing in his clinic. And after 3 to 4 months, he sent me a screenshot and said, you won't believe what has changed financially, patient happiness, staff happiness. And I'm feeling completely different after working for good 15 years in my practice. And this is completely different. And this is not known by Indian dentists. Why don't we organize something for our own friends? And I said, yes. And I was into teaching in the UK. So I had some teaching experience, but not in this field. I had 6-7 coaches for myself. So I invest continuously in my own coaching. And I asked them, would you come with me and shall we teach? And then I think 14th June 2015, we did our first presentation and people loved it. People embraced the change and people said, yes, this is needed in Indian dentistry. and a few other friends had also started talking about this. So that's when it started. And yeah, we are in year 6, and things are really, really, really good. So the DBM alumni is something which I will cherish, because so many intellectual people are into that group now, because they have done the program, and the way we help each other across the borders is fantastic. So I have a lot of dentists in the UK who have been on the program, and India, and now it's almost like a family where we, even if I have any problem, I just pop it there, and 200 people will just respond with their responses. So it's a great feeling. So yeah. So
Amazing,
it wasn't
amazing.
an idea. It wasn't an idea. It was somebody who gave me a feedback to say this is important in the Indian dental fraternity. Let's talk about it, and then it started. Yeah.
And I must really confess that what a significant difference, what a positive impact Dr. Manish Chitnis sir and DBM has made in Indian dentistry so far. Like we get to know
Yeah.
a lot many people getting a lot of practice enhancement, and their personal life, it has really changed. I think we know there is something known as toll naka in India. DBM should be a
Yeah.
toll naka for every dental student. Without
Very
passing this
kind.
toll naka, you cannot go ahead. So
No,
that
very kind of you. And we say it's a learn, share, and grow mission. So whatever anybody is learning, we're just sharing it out. And with the shares we do with experience, there is a growth factor. So I'm quite keen that it's not about me or DBM. It's just a experience sharing platform where people just legacy to their contemporaries and people who are coming into this fraternity. And I think it just makes us, all of us, safe and happy. And that's very important. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. I move on to my next question. So, as we all know, there are no shortcuts to success, and thus
Yeah.
greatness comes with time. So, is it relevant to dentistry, or in the era of social media, one can just open a practice, just tap on the social media marketing stuff, and you're almost there? Is it that easy?
Yeah, I'm just going to answer in a simple question. I'm starting my day at 7 o'clock, and I'm going to finish tonight at 7 o'clock, 12 hours day to day. I'm 25th year of practice. We have I'm not going to put the number there, but a very roaring practice. We have 5 centers, we have 6 businesses, etc. I'm working 60 hours a week. So if there was a shortcut, I would have been on the beach of Maldives and Seychelles. So that doesn't happen. Hard work, consistency, efforts, every day, inspiration and energy is required. There is no shortcut, and there is no overnight success. Sometimes there is overnight success with some couple of quick things, but that's not long lasting. If you just remember, business is a marathon. It is not a 100-meter race. So there is no shortcut 101%. Yeah. And things don't stay the same. I'm successful in a sense of certain safety and financial safeties today. 2024 can be different, and you just go into a dip, and then you need to pull yourself up. So it's a long term game. Yeah. So take it in your stride. Go very, very slow and steady.
Hard work and consistency, definitely. And
Hard work and
it's a marathon, rightly said, Doc. Okay, I move on to my next question. As per you, what is that one thing you think is most important and determines your income as a dentist?
there are many things, but if I have to pick just one, my favorite one and the most important one is communication. And communication with your team, communication with your suppliers, communication with your patients, communication with other stakeholders within your business, communication with your own self. Because most of the times you are experiencing success, failure, feedbacks. And once you get the feedback, it's a communication with your own self, which betters you as a professional and a human being. So communication, I think, is the biggest important word in dentistry or any business or life. And if you can't do that well, and I'm sure most of us know, the most average dental practitioner or a colleague in your own college, and you see he has a roaring practice, people love him, and the only reason they love him is not his clinical skills, it is his communication skills, the empathy, the way he approaches things, his positive outlook, and bringing people together. So I think communication is very, very key.
Amazing, amazing. I totally agree with what you've said. And as we say, ki soft skill and demand skill. So
Yeah.
definitely a communication skill is very much. My next question, Doc. As we know, money isn't everything, but everything needs money. How
Yeah.
important is money in dentistry, and things to keep in mind to keep a profitable dental practice?
Yes. So I think first and foremost, we are all professionals, but also we have a duty of care towards our own personal survival, family survival, and business health. I use the word business health. A lot of people are doing dentistry, giving lots of discounts, doing free dentistry, favorable dentistry to many people around them, thinking or wanting to be a good person in the eyes of their patients, because sometimes people think I'm good in the eyes of that patient because I haven't charged him, and that is okay up to a limit. But what happens is, if you are damaging your own personal survival, if you're damaging your own family survival, if you're damaging your own business health, then that is a concern. So if you are going to do dentistry for someone with putting money from your pocket, and most of the times when discounts are given, you're putting money from your own pocket, and there is nothing right or wrong as long as your family health, personal survival health, and business health is okay, you can do it. But if you are damaging that and you don't have any other sources of revenue, then why would you do that is a question. So money is important, and there is a balance about money where your feelings about money, or to the word money, and your association with the word money, your emotions about money, those have to be very well balanced. And some people can't balance that. Either they are getting too much and they can't handle it, or they're getting too little and they're getting disappointing. And that's where people start having a relationship issue with money. Your relationship with money has to be balanced. So money is important, but the relationship has to be very, very healthy. That's also very important.
So business health, the beautiful term, as you said, I totally
Yeah.
resonate with that term. And rightly said, I mean, out there in India, people, they feel like, giving discount and doing the treatment at a affordable,
Cheaper price.
yes, is doing these things will make them popular. Indirectly, like I've heard from somebody that if that as if you're giving a 10% discount, you're not giving the actual 10%. It is approximately 20 to 30, or maybe somewhere around
Correct.
50% out of your profit. So think
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you give discount, right?
Correct, correct, correct. And as simple as we say, if there is we'll call it, for it's never that big, but 20% profit, and you sold something for 100, and then you have given a discount of 10%, and your profit was 20, but you have given 10 rupees away. It means you have given 50% of your profit away, because 10 out of 20 is 50%. So suddenly giving a 10% discount can be a 50% loss from your profit. That's how it is termed. Okay, so that's where we are.
Okay, so as we all know, Dr. Manish Chitnis sir is a famous man, a celebrity in dentistry. You have many fans and followers out there who is envisioning to become Dr. Manish Chitnis. Just tell me yes or no, whether is it possible for them or not?
You're asking me then. Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
first of all, I feel like the Shahrukh Khan. So, thank you. And guys, I haven't paid this man at all. So, if you're listening to this video, I haven't paid him to say this. So, thank you for
Agree.
that. And humbled, and thank you for that. And obviously, there are so many people contributing in this field. My respect to my coaches, right from Rajiv Verma, Dr. Ajit Shetty, Dr. Anish Navre, Chris Barrow, Laura Horton, Brendan McDonald, Amer Amin. There are a lot of people who have coached and helped me. So my gratitude to them. We always inspire to be like someone. And I'm just going to send a very quick message to everyone, that just keep the tagline of beat my yesterday. As long as you're educating yourself, as long as you are actually progressing on your own path of where you feel your happiness is, and success is subjective, as I said. And my key last line to conclude today's thing and give a final bit about what is important as of I think 2021. uh, time is important, team is important, and technology is important. So if you're a dentist listening to this program, just to conclude, these three T's, if you can remember, buy more time for yourself, buy more time for your patients, buy more team members into your relationship so that you have a strong team to actually look after your patients, and embrace technology and do not get stagnated. If you get these three things right, I don't think anyone can stop you. Hope that helps.
Amazing. Before we let you go, your valuable feedback and suggestion on our mission, which is to inspire, distress, and motivate.
So congratulations, Ravi, first of all, for this wonderful time. I would like to reflect on to what we have spoken in the last 40 minutes. Uh, I feel energized, which means if I've spoken something, it gives the energy back to me. I hope you have got it.
Absolutely.
And this can go out to many people. More it's gone out. I would be very keen to use this and put it out on our channels as well. So whatever help you need on inspiring people, DBM, Manish, Samir, all of us here are with you. May you have success in your terms. May you reach the milestones you want to reach with this fantastic initiative. And I would just say, learn, share, and grow. And use the words grow. I think you're on the same mission, so we are aligned. All the best.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of the entire Wise Dentist and dental community that we have, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for sparing time with so passion. And you're a busy man. You could have easily said no. You have so much on your plate, but you really care about the people. And we know that you're here with a mission to inspire. Hope to meet
Thank
you
you.
in person and host you again for our next season. Thanks a ton, Dr. Manish, sir.
Thank, thank you very much. You take care. Okay.